Okay, welcome back to another exciting moment with Coach K in his Math Corner, and I apologize for my voice. I've been fighting a cold this weekend and the past week. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you should see in front of you our objective today as a math student. I will be able to solve geometry slash volume ISTEP type questions, and we want to focus on our formula sheet. And the one that we want to focus on is this one right here. And we're not going to use the BH piece. We're just focused on length, width, height. Okay? All right, so let's get going here. Make sure you have your ISTEP reference sheet in front of you if you need it. Hey, today you should have this graphic organizer. It's two-sided. It's number 3. If you don't have it, get it. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, first question. Miss Pauline's company makes yarn. She ships the yarn in cube-shaped boxes with side lengths of 2 feet. She will load these boxes into the back of a truck shaped like a rectangular prism with the dimensions shown in the diagram below. We want to make sure that we know what the question is asking. It says, what is the volume in cubic feet of the back of the truck? But I guarantee you we're probably going to need to know the volume of the cube-shaped boxes, and they all have lengths of 2 feet. And if it's cube, that means length, width, and height are all the same. Cube, you know what a cube looks like. In my best attempt to draw a cube with my finger, it is so that all sides are the same. It'd be a 2 by 2 by 2, right? Okay, so let's find out what the volume of the box is. Since it's length, width, height, and they're all the same, V would equal 2 times 2 times 2, or V would equal 8 feet cubed, and that would be the box. All right, I'm going to write that out here, just the box, all right, and of yarn. And the truck bed is a rectangular prism, and this is the truck-shaped rectangular prism that we're going to stick those boxes in, all right? So we want to know what the volume of that is, so let's write that too. V equals LWH. V equals 28 times 6 times 10. V equals, well, I could take, let's see, 28 times 6 would be 168 times 10, which would give us 1,680 feet cubed. All right, that's for this truck right here. All right. Alright, and the question's asking us what the volume is. So here's our answer. This up here is for the box, and that will come into play in the next question. Alright? Here we go, example 1A. So we want to know, how many boxes can Miss Pauline load in a truck? Well, we already found out that the volume of the box, oops, Coach K, you forgot again. The volume of the box, right? Here's the volume of the box, is 8 feet cubed. This is our box of yarn. There. And the truck was 1,680 feet cubed. And we want to know how many of these boxes right here we can get into this back of the truck. Alright? Okay. So in order to do that, if I want to know how many of these I can get out of this right here, it's division. So let's show my work. 1,680 divided by 8. And I know that I have to show my work in this area where it says show all work. I have to put it in this location right here. I can't put it out here somewhere because they won't grade that. But you can use your calculator, and I'm just going to try to put it in here. And the answer would be 210 boxes. Alright, I already know that because I've done it several times now. Yeah. And that's the answer, 210 boxes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep moving on. All right. Come on. Come on, there we go. All right, so here we go. I don't know why I said sample 1C. It must have been 1B that I meant, not C. Let's get that corrected right now. Let's put that as a B, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Coleman's fault. All right, so Miss Pauline packs 600 balls of yarn, or 60 balls of yarn, in each cube-shaped box. And how many total balls of yarn can Miss Pauline load in the truck? All right, so here we go. Let's get that going. And so we know right now Miss Pauline packs 60 balls of yarn in each cube-shaped box. This is part B, not C. All right, and I want to know how many total balls of yarn can Miss Pauline load in this truck right here. All right. So let's see, the volume was, oh, total number of boxes. That's what we found. The boxes were 210 boxes. And I know these are my boxes, and I want to find out how many total balls of yarn I can get. Well, if that's how many boxes I have, 210, and I can get 60 balls of yarn in each box. So I'm going to multiply. And my answer is going to be, let's see, 210 times 60 would be 00612. It would be 12,600 balls of yarn. All right. Into that truck bed. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to keep moving. Ask questions if you don't know. All right. Here we go. Question number 2. The big toy company is determining how many individual toys will fit into the shipping box shown in the diagram below. Each individual toy package is a cube with a side length of 4 inches. How many individual toy packages will fit in the shipping box? Okay, so here we go. We know we have to find the volume of this shipping box right here. So it would be length, width, height, and we know that we're going to substitute 20, excuse me, let's rewrite that. 28 times 20 times 12. And you can use your calculator, ladies and gentlemen, and the volume would be, let's see, 560 times 12, and V equals 560 times 12 would give me 6,720 inch cubed. All right, and I want to find out how many individual toy packages that are shaped in a cube that have the length of 4 inches, the width of 4 inches, and the height, because it says a cube. And if it's a cube, that means all sides are the same length. So let's find out the volume of the small toy package, which would be 4 times 4 times 4, which would equal 64 inch cubed. Now, I want to find out how many that is. How many of these small packages can I get out of the volume of that packaging box, shipping box? All right. So in order to do that, I'm probably going to have to. And by the way, all this work that I did right here should go down here in this area where it says show all work, but I don't have time or space right now to show all that. But in the ISTEP, you need to. If you would do all the work that I'm showing you right now, you'd get more than 1 point. All right. More than 1 point. Even though I'm doing it with a calculator, I'm still demonstrating it on the screen. And that's what you need to do. Demonstrate what you're doing and what you're thinking. Okay, so here we go. We got a 6,720 by 64. And if we do that, let's see. That would give us 105 toy packages that we can fit into the bigger box. All right? Again, if you have any questions, ask, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to move quicker here, okay? All right, so Sam is going to go apple picking with his family this afternoon. He is bringing a box that has measurements of 4 3/5 inches long, 6 1/6 inches long, and a width, sorry, I said 6 1/6 inches long, but it's width, and 5 1/2 inches tall for collecting apple seed picks. What is the volume of Sam's box? So here we go. We want to find the volume of Sam's box. And I know that volume equals length times width times height. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Get used to writing all that out. I know we're going to have to multiply, so I'm going to just convert these right away. It would be 23/5. Remember, multiply 4 times 5, add 3, times 37/6 times 11 halves. Well, I know that it's going to be a real long answer. I know based on the fact that I did it before, and it took me a while, but I'm going to do the numerators first. 23 times 37 times 11 equals 9,361 over 60. Now I'm going to leave it go. I'm not going to convert it quite yet, but that would be 9,361 60th inch cubed for the same as box, okay? So let's remember that. We're going to need to use that information in the next question. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to make it quick. All right, so each apple has a volume of 2 3/4 inch cubed. And using your findings in part A, how many apples will fit into Sam's box? Well, let's see. Each apple has, whoops, sorry about that. Each apple has that much volume. So that I know that if, and the previous question was 9,300, the volume of the box was 9,361 over 60. And I know I'm going to have to divide that by 2 3/4. And so I'm just going to convert it right now. 2 3/4 is the same as 11/4. And I know that when I divide, I'm going to have to write the reciprocal of that divisor that I just underlined. And I'm going to have to multiply. So it would be 9,361 60ths times 4 11ths. I know that I can pre-simplify 4 and 60. I can divide them both by 4. And 4 divided by 4 is 1, 16, or 60 divided by 4 is 15. And I know that I'm going to get 9,361 over, and you can multiply it out, but I've done it before, and it's 165. And so I'm going to divide that to find out how many apples I can get into there, into that box, right? And it comes out to be this. My answer is, it's crazy, but 56.7, and it goes on forever. 73333, repeating, right? Well, there's no way you can get 7/10 of an apple into the crate. Yeah, it would rot, and you don't want that. So we would look at it and say the total amount of apples that we can get in that box, total apples equals 56, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, you made it through that video, and I am trying to improve on my time. And what did I come out with? 12 minutes. Not bad for me. Ladies and gentlemen, please remind yourself that everything I've showed you is going to gather points for you in the ISTEP. Even if you make mistakes, you still got to show your thinking and prove you know what you're doing. All right? And prove to them, people that grade this, you know what you're talking about. All right? Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. It is done.